declare income from all sources and remit taxes due to the appropriate authorities. Already, we have introduced the voluntary assets and income declaration scheme on the 1st of July 2017. The scheme provides non-compliant taxpayers with a 9-month window to regularize their tax status relating to historical periods. In return, overdue interest and penalties will be forgiven. In addition, no investigations or criminal charges will be brought against participating taxpayers. We expect that this scheme will widen the tax net for both the federal and state governments. I am therefore asking all Nigerians to see this opportunity and to do the right thing. Let us not shy away from our duty to build a better Nigeria. In 2016, this administration adopted a policy of allocating at least 30% of our annual budget to capital expenditure. This was entrenched in the economic recovery and growth plan to unlock further growth in the economy. This tradition was maintained in the 2017 budget and has been reflected in the proposal for 2018, in which 30.8% of total expenditure has been set aside for the capital vote. To support these efforts, you would recall that an efficiency unit was set up under the Federal Ministry of Finance to reduce wastage, plug leakages, and foster greater fiscal transparency. We have intensified the implementation of the integrated payroll and personal information system across government, ministries, departments, and agencies to automate personal records and salaries payment processes with the goal of eliminating ghost workers. 461 federal ministries, departments, and agencies have been captured on the system so far. Our target is to enroll all ministry, departments, and agencies. I have directed the military and other security agencies to ensure total compliance without further delay. Mr. Senate President and the Right Honorable Speaker, we shall continue to develop our infrastructure across the country. Although a lot of progress has been made, the huge contractor liabilities we inherited have adversely impacted our infrastructure development timetable. Indeed, contractors were owed trillions of naira when this administration came into office. In some areas, we have made payments so projects may be completed, while in others, we are reconciling the liabilities to identify and settle legitimate claims. As a responsible and accountable administration, we decided that cleaning this backlog was an important priority. For instance, at the outset of this administration in 2015, the Abuja Metro Rail project, which began in 2007, was only 50% completed. After 8 years, today, in just 18 months, we have pushed the project to 98% completion. This was achieved as the Nigerian government was diligently able to meet its counter-funding obligations for the Chinese loans. We have also continued work on key strategic roads. Over 700 and 66 kilometers of roads were constructed or rehabilitated across the country in 2017. For instance, work is at various stages of completion on these strategic roads with immense socio-economic benefits. 1. Rehabilitation of Ilorin, Jebba, Mokwa, Birnin Gwari, Kaduna Road. B. Dualization of Oyo, Obomusho, Ilorin Road. C. Rehabilitation of Gombe, Numan, Yola Road. D. Dualization of Kano, Maiduguri Road. E. Rehabilitation of Sokoto, Tambuwal, Jega Road, and Kwantagora, Makera Road that traverse Sokoto, Kebbi, and Niger states. F. Rehabilitation and construction of Enugu-Port Harcourt Road. G. Rehabilitation of Enugu-Onitsha Dual Carriageway Road. H. Rehabilitation of Aleshi-Ugeb Road and the Iamo-Yun-Ugeb section in Cross River State. I. Rehabilitation, reconstruction, and expansion of Lagos-Ibadan Dual Carriageway Road. J. Construction of Loko-Oweto Bridge over River Benue in Nasarawa and Benue states. And K. Construction Gokoni Bridge along Tegina, Mokwa, Jebba Road in Niger State. Under the Federal Roads Development Program, we recently completed a data collection exercise on the 7,000-kilometer federal road network, which was funded by the World Bank. This information is enabling us to make informed decisions regarding the planning, budgeting, and management of the federal road network. Going forward, we will be working based on facts rather than subjectivity. Furthermore, we have also invested a lot of time and effort in identifying alternative means of funding new projects. For example, the recent 100 billion naira Sukuk financing will cater specifically for the development of 25 roads across the country. We also developed different structures that empower private investors to contribute to the development of roads of significant national importance. Already, we are seeing results. For example, the Boni-Bodo Road is being jointly funded by the federal government and Nigerian LNG Limited. This project was conceived decades ago, but it was abandoned. This administration restarted the project, and when completed, it will enable road transportation access for key communications in Niger Delta region. And B, the Apapa Wharf Toll Gate Road in Lagos State is also being constructed by private sector investors in exchange for tax credits. Distinguished members of the National Assembly, our power sector reforms still remains a work in progress. Although we have increased generation capacity significantly, we still have challenges with the transmission and the distribution networks. That said, I am pleased to announce that since 2015, the Transmission Company of Nigeria and Niger Delta Power Holding Company have added 1,950 megawatts of 330 to 132 kV transformer capacity at 10 transition stations, as well as 2,930 MVA of 132 to 33 kV transformer capacity to 42 substations nationwide. With these additions, the transmission network today can handle up to 7,000 megawatts. The key bottleneck now is the distribution network, where the substations cannot take more than 5,000 megawatts. This is constraining power delivery to consumers. We are working with the privatized distribution companies to see how to overcome this challenge. Nigerians should be rest assured that this administration is doing all it can to alleviate the embarrassing power situation in this country. Furthermore, to sustain the continued expansion of generation capacity and enhance evacuation, we approved a payment assurance guarantee scheme which enabled the Nigerian bulk electricity trader to raise 701 billion naira. This assures the generation company of up to 80% payment on their invoices. This intervention has brought confidence back into the sector, and we expect additional investment to flow through, particularly in the gas production sector. Distinguished members of the National Assembly, this administration is committed to the development of green alternative energy sources. To date, we have signed power purchase agreements with 14 solar companies. We also approved the completion of the 10 megawatts wind farm in Katsina State, a project that was abandoned since 2012, and B, the concession of 6 small hydroelectric power plants with a total capacity of 50 megawatts. To enable the successful take-up of these and future green projects, I am pleased to inform this distinguished assembly that the federal government will be launching the first African sovereign green bond in December 2017. The bond will be used to finance renewable energy projects. We are very excited about this development as it will go a long way in solving many of our energy challenges, especially in the hinterland. On rail, we recently received 2 additional locomotives and 10 standard gauge coaches for the Abuja-Kaduna rail line. These will be deployed for the new non-stop express service between the 2 states that will only take 1 hour and 15 minutes. This new service will complement the existing service currently in place. We plan to commission this by December 2017. We have also kick-started the abandoned Itape-Ajakuta-Warri rail line. This project has been on for over 17 years. We had to take some drastic measures, but I am pleased to announce that work is going on and we expect to commission this service by September 2018. This service will start with 7 standard gauge coaches. The situation at Apapa Port Complex is a top priority for this administration. The delays due to congestion and their adverse impact on business operations and costs is a key concern to our government. As I mentioned earlier, we are partnering with the private sector to fix the road. We shall do the right thing, considering we will not cut corners. In addition to the road, we have also commenced the extension of the Lagos-Ibadan standard gauge rail line to connect Apapa and Tinkan Island port complexes.